As the European Union continues to grapple with the massive influx of refugees, the Union is having problems finding a common voice to address the issue. Now, in a major policy speech, the head of the European Commission, Jean-Claude Juncker, took the European Union member states to task. He said that at this point in time, the European Union is failing to address the issue, and he said that the problem was that there were too little European values and too little union involved in the current approach. He said that all of the politicians that are involved should take the plight of the people who are trying to come here to heart and try and put themselves in the shoes of the refugees.
This is not a time to take fright. It's a time of humanity and of human dignity. We Europeans, all of us, I thought before the interruption, all of us, we should remember well that Europe is a continent where nearly everyone has at one time been a refugee.
Now, of course, while his speech was very emotional, it also had to be rooted in the realities of European politics, and those politics remain very divided among nations like Germany, also like Austria, as well as Italy and Greece, who are treating all of this very much as a humanitarian issue and saying that these refugees are going to come to the European Union in any case and therefore need to be cared for. And on the other hand, nations like many Eastern European countries, as well as, for instance, Denmark and Hungary, who are treating this more as a border control issue, and all of these countries' problems and all of these countries' concerns needed to be taken into account, and that's what Jean-Claude Juncker did. On the one hand, he suggested redistributing about 120,000 refugees to various countries across the European Union and called for mandatory quotas for taking in refugees. However, the countries that want to be more restrictive on immigration, their concerns were talked about as well. He also said that the European Union needs to do more to fortify and to patrol its borders to make sure that at least in the long run, migration to the European Union is not uncontrolled, but can be better controlled by the countries that are out on the outer fringes of the European Union. Now, on top of all this, it became clear in Jean-Claude Juncker's speech that none of these problems are going to be solved unless the flow of migrants to Europe is solved as well. He said that the European Union also needs to do more to, on the one hand, try and help solve conflicts like the one in Syria, like the one in Iraq, but also try to get economic progress going in places in Africa as well. Frederik Pleitgen, CNN, Berlin.